Hey loves, welcome to my channel. Let's make an off-shoulder straight dress. So we're going to be using an Ankara fabric for this dress. So I have my front and back piece for the bottom part of the dress because it's going to have a half cut. So now I'm going to take my hip measurement. From my waist to my hip is 8 inches, and I'm going to mark that with a straight line. So I have the front and the back piece together, and I gave 1.5 inch as my zip allowance for the back piece. As you can see, they are not equal. So I'm taking my waist measurement divided by 4. I'll mark at that, and I'll add 2 inches or 2.5 inches allowance to it. Then my hip measurement divided by 4 and also 2.5 inches allowance. The allowance here is including the dart allowance. So what I have for my hip is what I'm going to impute at the bottom part of my dress, because this dress is going to have a slit at the back. If you do not want a slit, you can take away 1 inch from your hip allowance and place it at the bottom part of the dress if you want this to be very fitted without slit. So now I'm just connecting it with my French curve to get the shape of the skirt part. Like I said, this is going to have an half length, so this is it. So this is what it looks like. So to get this skirt part, I took away my half length, and what I have, I added 2 inches allowance to it. That is how I got this bottom part. So just take away your half length, and the remaining part will be the down part of your gown. I hope you understand. So now I'm imputing my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches, and I marked it. I'll just make a notch because we're going to be imputing that on this dress. So I'm going to place this aside, and this is the front part. I have my half length, the back and the front, and also 1.5 inch zip allowance. So my shoulder measurement, I just removed 1.5 inch from it. You can remove 1 inch, and I want this dress to be off at 6 inches. So now I'm coming down by 1 inch on the shoulder part. I'm just coming down by 1 inch. If you want this to go down, you can come down by 1.5 on 2 inches, but this person doesn't want her cleavage to show, so I'm just coming out by 1 inch, and I'm going to connect this with a sweetheart neckline. So this is going to have a sweetheart neckline. You can decide to make your straight just the way it is. You can leave it that way. So I came down by 2 inches for my armhole. Since I took away 6 inches from the shoulder, that is how off I want this dress to be. So plus 2 inches, that is 7 inches for the armhole. So I just took away 2 inches like this. I marked 2 inches, and I'll connect that to the sweetheart neckline. So I hope I'm not too fast. I hope this is understandable. Now for the back piece, I'm going to mark at that place where my armhole stops, and I'm just going to slant my ruler as shown, and I'm just going to make a slant. The back piece is going to be deeper. The back neckline is going to be deeper than the front. So you can just decide on how you want your neckline to be, your desired neckline. So I'm imputing her bust measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches allowance. I'm going to mark at that. Now our waist measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches allowance, and our dart intake is inclusive in this allowance. So do not forget to add your dart intake. Now I'm going to cut this out. So this is the back neckline, and this is the front where we have the sweetheart neckline. So if you want your sweetheart neckline to be very deep, you can just make it to your desired neckline. So this is what the front looks like. So I'm going to place the front on top of the back as shown, and I'm going to take the nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. So I just notched that. So on the back part where the zipper allowance is at the upper part of this dress, I'm just coming in by half an inch as shown. I'm just going to mark at that, and I will slant my ruler to the top. As you can see, it's not straight. So this is just to eliminate any form of bulginess at the back of the dress. So just come in by half of an inch and just slant it this way and just connect it as shown. So I'm going to cut that part out so that the back is relaxed. So this is it. So I cut out lining for my upper part, the back and the front. So this is the lining for it. And for the bottom part of the dress, so I cut out lining also, and my lining is 2 inches shorter than my dress, as you can see. So I'm going to sew this and come back to show you what it looks like. Now after sewing and imputing my darts, this is my back piece. I also gave it a good press, and this is the front part of the skirt. So this is it. I ironed it so everything is nice and neat. So this is the back part of my dress, the half length part, and this is the front, and this is what the right side looks like. So I'm going to open my front piece, the upper part, the half length part. I'm going to place it right sides facing, making sure it is equal with the bottom part, and I'm going to connect my, I'm going to pin it down as shown. So I'm going to place the half length of the back piece and also pin it down. I'll take this to my sewing machine and sew this with half of an inch, and also attach my zipper to the back part, and also leave some space for the slit. So this is the front and the back piece together already sewn. Now I'm going to make sure this is equal, and I am going to impute all the measurements, her measurement, the bust measurement, the waist measurement, hip measurement, and also the hem measurement. So the measurement you took for yourself or your clients, you're just going to impute it just the way it is. So after marking, I'm going to sew this straight down. Now after sewing and attaching my zip, this is what I have. Now we're going to be working on the sleeve. So I have 4 pieces here, and that is 1 for each sleeve. So I'm going to measure how wide this sleeve is going to be at the shoulder. I used 5 inches, but I later went ahead to reduce it because it was too big. The round sleeve measurement is 10 inches, and I divided it by 2 and I added 1.5 inch to it. So I'm going to take the dress part of it as shown and place it so we can get our armhole. So that part where you marked the wideness of your shoulder for the sleeve, just place it there as shown and mark out your armhole area. So after marking this out, I'm going to connect it to the round sleeve measurement, and we're going to cut this out. So these are the both sleeves. I'm going to take this to my sewing machine, and I will sew the upper part and also the bottom part. I'm going to stitch it down, and I will show you how to attach this to your dress. It is very easy. So I already attached one sleeve with my pin. I'm going to show you how to do this. So that armhole, make sure it's right sides facing each other, and you're going to put it like this, and make sure the armhole is equal with what you have on the dress. If the sleeve is not equal with the dress, the client is going to find it difficult, or you are going to find it difficult to move your arms up because the armhole will be tight and the armpit area. So just make sure the curve gets to the end of the dress, just in case you want to move it. I'm sorry I couldn't get a picture of my client wearing this dress, but she actually loved her dress and how it looks. So I'm going to stitch this down, and it will be all for this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. Bye.